Happy Saturday, Bourbon Nation, and welcome to Chef Deeno's Bourbon Review Channel. Today we are in Bardstown, Kentucky at the Preservation Distillery. We're gonna go do a tasting here, check this place out. I'll bring you back when we get in. Distillery cat. Alright, it's quite the small operation, but seems to be well organized. I'm going to check into some tasting, and I'll bring you back.
So I'm not a big whiskey guy either. I wasn't before I started working here. Now that I work here, I've been getting used to it.
He's trying to get me used to it.
It's an acquired taste.
It's definitely that, yes.
What do you make with vodka?
Scared me. Again.
You gotta shoot him again.
I've got to get a different handle for this GoPro, guys, because it looks like a Smith & Wesson, obviously. I done scared 2 people with it today. We're getting us an old-fashioned. He says he makes the best old-fashioned in town.
We had one earlier.
Did ya?
You're gonna like it.
Thank you guys, thank you.
The smell.
I don't normally drink old fashioned, and that was delicious. It
Thank
really
you.
was.
Thank you. See, I told you.
All right, the guy comes with endorsements.
Well, that's
Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna like that.
Yes, I am.
Let me get you an orange peel.
It's a good old-fashioned.
Oh, here we go. Now smell it.
yeah. The scent is amazing.
Taste is better, but the scent's good.
I think the scent just adds to the flavor. You have soft drinks.
Oh,
Yeah, Coke Squirt,
Yeah.
Fresca, and
really good.
ginger ale.
Right. All right.
Ginger ale.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
That tastes like the holidays, don't it?
Yeah, tastes like the
Try that.
weekend, baby.
I don't want to be on film. Yeah, nice.
YouTube channel, Chef Deeno's Bourbon Review out of Louisville. So,
Oh, what you're doing there?
So before I depart you, I will write it down so you can see yourselves on if you're not wanted by the law or nothing.
No, we're not.
It's early in the weekend.
Yeah,
far.
we're not so far.
What's the old saying? They asked me one time, they said, you ever been convicted of a felony? And I was like, convicted? Never convicted?
No.
Never convicted.
Never.
All right, guys, I'll bring you back when the tour starts. All right, Bourbon Nation. I'm sitting here at Preservation, drinking the best old fashioned I've ever had in my life. Waiting for this 1:30 tour. It's a beautiful day to be out in Bourbon Country, and I'm very happy to live close enough where I can get out here all the time and bring you guys good videos. So yeah, so here's to you, Bourbon Nation, and I will see you on the tour. Cheers. Oh yeah, they're really good. You'd be shocked.
Is it Pro?
GoPro, yeah.
GoPro?
Okay. Yeah, I got a YouTube bourbon channel. We
Oh, you do?
Nice.
Nice.
You guys ain't wanted by the law, are you? If you are, I'll edit you out.
Got it.
Had to get the picture of my man finishing this up over here again. I sent him over here for.
That's what I heard. Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's the best one I've ever had.
All right, you guys. Well, first and foremost, welcome to Preservation Distillery. Is this everybody's first time here?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we're glad to host you all. My name is Blake. I will be your all's tour and tasting ambassador. If you're not really familiar with that term, ambassador, that's just simply a fancy word for a tour guide that gets to drink with you. So we're going to have us a good time today, okay? Before we get started, a couple of things I do need to go over. One, we are an actively producing distillery, so please ask no smoking anywhere near that building right there. You guys are more than welcome to take as many pictures as you want as well. Also, if there is a good rule of thumb is that if you don't see me touch something, you probably shouldn't touch it either. Okay, it could be very hot. There are some pipes that say hot on the side of them. Definitely don't touch those. Okay. Now it has been raining a little bit, so we do ask that there could be some wet spots on the floor. So we ask that you be mindful of that and be careful. And we also have a cat. His name is Charles. If you haven't met him, this is him right here. He is the sweetest cat you'll ever meet. He's probably going to follow us around. If he does, he might come up to you and ask you to pet him. You guys are more than welcome to pet him if you'd like. Okay? Now, if any of you all are allergic to cats, or if you're just not the biggest fan, you would prefer me to put him up, let me know now and I'll get somebody to do that. Otherwise, he might follow us around, like I said. Now, I will go ahead and let you all know this as well. If he rolls over on his back and I want you to pet his stomach, don't. Okay? He is not very friendly when you touch his belly. And, it's a trap, basically. Okay. So, without further ado, with that being said, you guys ready to get this party started? Yeah? You guys can follow me. Spicy for you. If you like drinking whiskey on a block of ice, that water is going to be your best friend. Okay? If you need additional water throughout the entirety of our tasting today, we do have pitchers right up here that is yours to refill accordingly. Okay? You also have a chocolate that you are going to be pairing with one of our products today. I will let you know when to eat that chocolate. I promise. So hold tight. I promise the faith. Just keep faith in it. You also have a sticker. That sticker is yours to keep. You can take that home with you, put that on your cooler, put that on your fridge, put that on your dog, whatever you want. I don't care. It's yours. It's something to remember us by. And then last but not least, you have that, oh no, not last but not least, you have a glass there wrapped up in front of you as well. That glass is the same exact glass that you all are sipping out of. Only difference is it says preservation on it. Okay, so it's got our logo. Now last but not least, you have that little amber dropper. That little amber dropper has vodka in it, so a lot in this party up and starts to get a little dull, so you better be a lot of the bunch all I got to say. Without further ado, let's get this party started. This first product that you all are going to be trying today is our very old St. Nick Resurrection. Now this is a product from a 4-product flight that Marcy came out with about, in the early 90s or early 2000s that are all named after the Catholic heritage here in Bardstown, Kentucky. Right? So we have this one called Resurrection. We have one called Immaculata. We have one called Curia. And then we have one called Faith and Conviction. This Resurrection right here is 114.7 proof. This one is going to have a little bit of a bite on the front, but it goes down with a really, really heavy Luxardo cherry style flavor. Right? Now, I gotta ask you all this. Did you all know that where 3 or 4 Catholics are gathered, there's always a 5th? Get it? 5th. Now, this is how you drink whiskey the true Kentucky way. Grab that glass to your far left. What you're gonna do is you're gonna swirl that around in the bottom of that meat taster. It's what they call putting legs on. If you've ever done a wine tasting before, it's the same exact concept, okay? The 6 inside of the glass, more oily, which is what you want because it's gonna go down a heck of a lot smoother. Now when you nose this whiskey, what I recommend, smell it from each side. The reason being is because one side you're more dominant scent, where the other side is your sweeter scent. That does change periodically throughout the day as well, okay? And then the only rule that I have, please, for the love of God, do not down this like a shot. I'm begging you all. If you down it like a shot, all you're gonna get is heat. There's only a 1/4 ounce of whiskey in here. Make it 2 sips. Take a small first sip, you can go ahead and do that now. Just a small first sip. That's what they call the acclimation sip, otherwise known as the throwaway sip. Reason being is it's getting your palate acclimated to that whiskey. It's going to be the spiciest sip you all try. And then it's going to wake your taste buds up. Now this next sip that you all drink, this next sip is going to be a lot smoother. Okay? You can go ahead and finish it if you'd like. Might get a little bit of a chocolate note off at the end of this one as well. Nope. Now we'll give you all a little trick of the trade as well that you can actually do to prevent that burn from happening on your chest. Okay? So a little trick that you can actually do is because what a lot of people don't realize is as a human, just like when you go to jump in a pool or in a river or whatever it is you go and swimming, you inhale and you hold your breath. You do that when you drink as well. Whether you're drinking water, Coke, tea, whatever. Alright? What you should do is right as soon as you swallow that product, exhale. Like through your mouth, you can exhale through your nose, whatever you want. And that'll take any of that burn that you would typically get on your chest, and all you're doing is blowing it right out. Okay? A little trick that you can follow to keep that from happening. Now, do y'all actually know the best way to drink whiskey? Through your mouth. I'll let you all sit on that and think about other ways that you can drink whiskey except through your mouth. I actually think they came out with a TV show one time that turned into about 4.5 movies or something like that, called Jackass. So, now, this next product I'm very pleased to announce is the very first product that we ever came out with here at Preservation that was 100% made on site. This right here is our 100% pot distilled wheated bourbon. This is 7 years old. It is about to have a birthday though, so it'll be 8 before too much longer. Okay? Bet y'all thought I couldn't count considering I'm from Kentucky, did you? I've been counting on my toes this whole time, so jokes on you guys. Now this right here is 115.2 proof. I'll let that proof for you. This one is going to have a little bit of a tannic flavor to it. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that. But it is going to finish with a really heavy, oaky, nuttier flavor. Okay? So you guys, this is my favorite one to drink in an old fashioned. So this is the one that you're going to pair with that chocolate. Drink half of that whiskey, eat that whole chocolate, wash it down with the rest of that whiskey. Okay? Speaking of cocktails, do any of you guys know where the term cocktail originated from? I'll give you a hint. It was not from the Tom Cruise movie. It was not from the Tom Cruise movie. Anybody know? So back in the day during Prohibition, I don't know if y'all are aware, but whiskey did not taste very good, right? They had to put a bunch of crap in it to make it taste a little bit better. So they just kept experimenting. At that time also, there was a really secretive bar that came out called a speakeasy, right? So they had to make them pretty. It was fancy, so they had to make the drinks all right. Before they started putting umbrellas and things like that in a drink, to make it pretty, they put a rooster feather in there. So they just started calling them cocktails. I swear, I wouldn't lie to you, I'm not a salesperson. I know the whole piping thing earlier kind of lost trust, but
You're getting the back. So this is 7 years old. How long is it actually aged?
that's how old that's how long it's aged for.
So
7
when you
years
say
old.
almost 8 years old, you have some pearls.
Yeah, it's 8 years old, and once it goes in the bottle, obviously it stops aging. So we bottle it, and as we continue to bottle it, you know, it'll continue to get older. But this one is right at 8 years old.
Where do y'all age the barrels at?
We have a warehouse about 2 miles down the road. It's also where we do our bottling at. And a lot of people, we actually don't use a rick house. We use a actual warehouse because we don't rick our barrels. We palletize them. They're all on pallets.
Which is no different.
No, absolutely not. Tell you it's 147 proof, you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's hot.
Right.
This one right here, we literally had a guy that worked here that just retired from here. This is his favorite product. He always said that it was his death row beer. I was like, probably could just say that it's the last thing you want to drink before you die. You don't have to say that you want to end up on death row. Weird.
Jinxing yourself.
Right. Now, this last product that you all are going to be trying, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all is going to be the most unique product that you all have ever tried or we ever tried. This product right here is our very old St. Nick Winter Maple Whiskey. We're going down in proof, sitting at 101.5. This one is what we like to call a gateway whiskey. Simply because if you don't like whiskey, you taste this for the first time and you're going to fall into something that you've never fallen into before that you can't get out of, guaranteed. This right here is also Christmas whiskey, right? People put this on their pancakes. People put this on their ice cream. I make a bourbon glaze out of it and put it on salmon. Most expensive condiment that I have on my shelf, but it is top tier. It is worth every single drop of it. Okay? You guys enjoy and have fun with it.
Thank you.
Oh no, it sucks.
Wow.
You can sample if you'd like.
I just like smelling them.
She have a just I mean,
I think you would really enjoy it personally.
just about. Thank you, sir.
The apple flavored one gave me heartburn though.
No, this tastes like something you get on top of like a cake.
Yeah, it's almost like a.
It's sweet. It don't burn at all.
Say the best for last, that's right. Now, a little backstory about very old St. Nick. Like I said, she created it in 1986, blended those products together. Her original audience was also Japan, right? She sold those decanters to Japan, but she also sold her very first bottle to Japan. She originally wanted very old St. Nick to be a Christmas product, right? She drew that picture of St. Nick on the front of the bottle herself on a brown paper bag coming back from Japan one time. And so that's why she named it that, blah, 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 whatever. But she released it around Christmas time in Japan and didn't sell any of it. Then about 7 months goes by. And it was in the middle of July at this point. She gets ordered for, I can't remember, I think it was like 2,000 cases.
Really?
Yeah, thank you. And what she did was she didn't realize that the Japanese didn't celebrate Christmas like we do here in Kentucky or here in America, right? And when they ordered all those cases, she thought, or they thought that every man in America looked just like that right there. And in reality, they're not wrong. I guarantee you can go right down the street to Walmart and you're going to see somebody with a big beard, bald head, and a pipe sticking out of his mouth. Right? Now, he might have a cardboard sign and ask you for some money, but nonetheless, it's not impossible. Right? Now, I'm going to pass this around. I'm going to pass this down as we go start down here and go down. I want you to look at this bottle. I want you to notice the characteristics of this bottle versus a very old St. Nick bottle now. I want you to notice the differences between them. Okay? So this is the OG bottle of very old St. Nick. Nope. That's why I want you to pay attention drink your last product for everybody else, and you freaking call it out. Then, what I want you to do, look at the back of it.
I can stay on tour if you want.
Now, I want you to pay attention to, just like he said, how that wax is dripped. There's one product that you can get that also is dripped, called Maker's Mark, right? Notice that all of our bottles aren't like that anymore. The reason why? Because Maker's does that, and that's their patent, right? So our logo here is at our bottling line. Drip it, or dip it, but don't drip it. Okay? That's why we can use wax. We just can't have that drip down bottle. All of it's in, all that back label is in Japanese. Yeah. Why do you? Because that was their first, audience.
So you get to do this.
That was the very first one. Those are the bottles that are worth, if you can find a bottle like that in secondary, it's going to be between 26 or 24 and $27,000.
So when you were doing this in Japan, was she doing bourbon and rice?
Nope, it was all bourbon and rice. It was all mixed.
After that 2000 got 2004, do they keep ordering?
Yeah. We're only available in about 20 states at this point on Seaside, but I don't know for sure. All right, you guys. Now, do you have any questions before we move forward? Nothing? Now we're going to go backwards. I'm just kidding. That's all. Yeah. All right. Well, unfortunately, that does conclude our tour and tasting for the day. I do hope that you all had a good time, though. I'm going to go ahead and let you all know that here at Preservation, we don't do a lot of advertising. What we do rely on, though, is your all's word of mouth. Okay, so what I do ask from you all is leave us a review, tell your neighbors, tell your pastor, tell your loved ones about us. We always love seeing recommended faces. We have a barcode right here that you can scan. It'll take you right to Google, and you can do that there. If you had a good time, my name is Blake, and you all come back at any point and see us. If you didn't have a good time, my name is Beefcake, and you never met me. Okay? If you didn't have a good time, then you put Beefcake on your. Now, with that being said, without further ado, you all please be safe in your travels wherever you might be traveling to next. Enjoy the rest of your time here on the Bourbon Trail, here in Kentucky specifically. God bless all you guys, and without further ado, we're going to go right back out the same exact way that we came in, just like Disney World, to the gift shop.